Hey guys, Dan for World of MrGrey, Dan Dalf the Grey. I've been thinking now for a while now that I want to discuss Ghost Club Paranormal. No, I'm not going to talk about what the back and forth between them and other debunkers. That's nothing to do with me. I just want to talk about one specific clip. But anyway, a couple of months ago, Ghost Club Paranormal came out with a video called Nightcrawler Caught on Camera at Madison Seminary. Now, like I said, I'm not going to discuss the back and forth between them and other YouTubers. That's nothing to do with me. But I do want to discuss the clip with the shadow incident in the attic of the Madison Seminary. Because it's interesting, right? Now, I remember looking at this a few months back when they first posted that video. Because other debunkers looking into it. Some people are saying it was overlaid. Other people are saying there's something in front of the camera. Now, I was in the camp. I believed that there is something in front of the camera, but I'm slightly off, but I do still stand by that it's not overlaid. Now, apparently, there's someone out there who's going to release full proof that it is overlaid. And I look forward to that. You know, I really do. To me, it doesn't look like that. I'll go into the details why I think it's not now. This isn't the debunking, this is just my opinion of what I can see on the video. So this is the clip in question. They're in the attic, and Jade, and I forget the blonde woman's name, unfortunately. But they're all up there. The blonde woman is holding an ovulus, or a form of ovulus, with two antennas, right?
No.
So this is the clip.
Dang, I'm about to run at that. I'm angry right now. I don't know why I'm so angry.
That's Jade. She's holding the camera and a torch.
Yeah, it was like a male voice down there. It was like 2 or 3 words.
And the blonde woman freaks out because it says doctor on the ovulus, and that's where you see the shadow. Now, if we go frame by frame, now if you look at that, it rotates. Whatever the shadow is, it rotates into the hallway, right? And it's up there for like a second and a half. It's not much at all. It's just a couple of frames. And if you look all around, you do see artifacting at the bottom there. But now I've had to pay for the bloody highest quality of this YouTube video. I was thinking about asking Jade or Ghost Club Paranormal for the raw footage. I think after the back and forth with other debunkers, I don't think she would even answer me back. But the raw footage would obviously be at its highest quality. Well, you remember with YouTube videos, whether you watch it, download it, no matter how high a bit rate you have, there's going to be YouTube compression, unfortunately. I believe this here is all compression, right? Because it's sort of, it hides a spot there. But again, I do think that's compression. And it hides her again there. Now, any other time, I'd say, yeah, it was overlaid. And they just drew a shadow thing in Photoshop, overlaid it in Premiere or whatever editing software they use, and they just animated the PNG shadow dude, right? But in order to make it rotate like that, you'd have to use a displacement map, which is not hard to do if you know what you're doing, all right? That's one thing. But not only that, right there, you can see Eclipse behind the door. Now, if you were to animate a shadow dude rotating, it's fairly simple. But if you were to animate a shadow dude rotating, but also clipping behind the door as it goes past, like so, the shadow doesn't go straight over the door. It goes from behind the door, then flicks to the front of the door, because I believe it's an actual shadow. This is me recreating the animated as best I could downstairs in my living room. I've done a few tests. I thought I'd try and recreate the animated shadow dude. Now, I've been editing videos and filmmaking stuff for 25 years. All self-taught, by the way. I'm not professional. I'm nowhere near professional status, but I do know quite a bit about this stuff, right? So I tried to, at best, only took me 10 minutes, but I tried to recreate as best I could the same look, right? Like I said, this took me 10 minutes. I could have gone a lot more into it, but I just wanted to give a feel of what it is to recreate something like that. Ignore that, that's my camera stand. And I used the rotate, and I used the displacement map. Now, as you can see, it doesn't exactly look the same. Nowhere near looks the same. This is my recreation with an animated mask. So that's as best as I could get it with 10 minutes of work. Now, if you were to recreate their actual shadow in Adobe After Effects, you might get a better effect. But in order to rotate an animated mask like that, it's fairly simple. But in order to clip it behind the door like that, you would also have to cut out the door. Basically, you have to cut out the door and draw the shadow behind the door also, as well as in front when it's clipping past the door. Which again, you can do, but you'd have to use a lot of camera tracking, a lot of 3D tracking, and it's not easy to do that. I'm not saying they can't do that, but it's not something I would think someone would do for this kind of video. I think if they were going to insert something, they'd insert something way less complicated, I should say. That's why I don't think it's overlaid. What I think it could possibly, like I said, this isn't debunking anything. This is just my opinion, what it could be. So in Jade is holding her camera. She's got a light on top, but I'm using it to light this camera right now. Right, so she's got a similar stand to that. It's not exactly like that, but it's similar to that. She's also got one of these. An LED torch with a concave lens. What I think is happening is Jade is holding the camera in her left hand. She's got the torch in her right hand. And she's looking down the hallway towards where the shadow appeared. She didn't see it, obviously, and nobody saw it. And then when the blonde lady with the ovulus freaks out and says, "Doctor," walks towards her, Jade turns the camera to the guy to her left. And you can see in the video that all three of them are pointing the torch. They're all individual torches to that hallway. And the blonde lady has that ovulus with two antennas. Now, what I think it is, it's refraction and catching the shadow of the ovulus from the blonde lady's torch, mixing with the Jade's torch, and I don't think it's mixing with the guy's torch, but there's two hot spots of LED torches, powerful torches, and I think it's just catching the two antennas of the ovulus. And the reason why it looks sort of isolated in the middle of, or on the side of the image, is because of the two torches. The other torch is blowing out the bottom of it, so you don't see the rest of the shadow, I should say. The bottom of the shadow is being blown out by the other torch being pointed at the same area, as well as the blonde lady's torch holding the ovulus. This was my recreation I did downstairs. I was trying all various methods to get because it's a nightmare. I was holding two torches whilst holding the camera at the same time. It was a bit of a nightmare to do on my own, but I was trying various methods to get that image, but you couldn't get it unless you were pointing two powerful torches at the same time. Unfortunately, I only have the one powerful one and the one not so powerful one, and that's what I was testing with. It's not as good as that one. So I firmly believe that they didn't insert anything into that. I could be wrong. Like I said, whoever this person is who said they have full-blown proof, I can't wait to see it. But to me, it doesn't look overlaid. It looks like just natural light refraction with two light sources being pointed at the same direction and just reflections and shadows being blown out. That's what I think it is. Like I said, this isn't debunking, this is just my opinion. And, you know, if I'm proven wrong, it'll be cool to see. So that's all I can say on that, really. Leave a comment down below. Do you think I'm wrong as shit? You know, I'm not always right on stuff. But that's just my personal opinion of just my knowledge of editing. In order to edit a shadow in the detail and the rotation and the displacement like they do in their clip, that's a hell of a lot of work. That's a lot of work to put into just for a second and a half of a shadow dude. I truly believe that it's the ovulus antennas being refracted with the two light sources. Am I wrong? Probably. But anyway, leave a comment down below if you think I'm right, if you think I'm wrong, if you think I think you're reaching there. I'll take the critique, it's fine. But anyway, leave a like if you like this video, leave us something new to my channel. I do this quite often. I'll be back again soon, don't know when, don't know how. Anyway, thanks for watching, and bye for now.